Oregon, I would say, squeaks by Wisconsin 21-7 down at Autzen Stadium in a very, very messy contest, and one that I am assuming is very excited to talk about what we saw for many different reasons. An unexpected game to react to. That would be former Duck and NFL player Anthony Newman. Anthony, appreciate you checking in with us. I don't know if you watched the game live at Autzen Stadium in that mess, or you did. So you stayed down there the whole time. Oh my goodness, man. Talk about just how that felt, because I know in the press box you get some of the weather, but like just watching everybody stand in that monsoon, was that awesome? Was it like, were you feeling bad for people at one point?
Well, it's funny because I brought my mother to the game, so she was the one who was sitting in the stands, and I was sitting in the press box. So I had to ask her how did it feel to be sitting in that rain. It's just getting poured on, but it's part of the game. I mean, the kids have been playing football, rain, snow, heat. They play the game. That's what it is. That first quarter, the first two quarters, it wasn't raining. And it wasn't really good football going on. I mean, hey, maybe the defense was playing well, no scores, but there was no real good execution. I mean, there wasn't mistakes. You didn't see broken coverages. You didn't see interceptions and all. You didn't see bad plays. It just wasn't, entertaining. It was just kind of, oh, we didn't convert. Oh, we didn't convert. Oh, third down. We didn't convert. Punt. So, but then, you would think, okay, that would be the type of game that Oregon needs to win, maybe against Iowa, not against Wisconsin. So that's why I think people are a little surprised.
Yeah, Anthony, can you maybe identify, Oregon's defense did eventually settle in, but to start the game, man, Wisconsin's run especially, they really seemed to just open up huge holes, like I was saying in our opening segment, and just let, I think it's a Tuca, run down their throat, at least in the first quarter going into the second. What was the problem for Oregon's defense to start the game? I mean, Anthony, they pretty much let, at least in my opinion, let a significantly less talented team on paper coming in today's game, run that ball down their throat. I just did not expect that.
Well, they did. I mean, Wisconsin can run the football. That's what they do. That's what they've been doing for years.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. How many points did they get?
7, which did. I mean, that upset me too. But they got one tutty. You are right.
So I'm going to say, you can, just like my old coordinator, he used to tell us all the time. He said, guys, I don't care about yards. Yards don't beat you. Points do. They may get some yards. This game is made for offense to win.
Yeah.
And so they're going to get some good stuff. It's going to happen. We're trying to react to a lot of different things. Once we understand what they're trying to do, then we can counter. But they're going to get us a little bit for as long as we don't break. We're going to bend a little bit, but as long as we don't break, we're still disciplined. We don't give up explosion plays. I'd rather have a team, have maybe a 10 to 12 play drive, and in those 10 to 12 plays, I guarantee you they will make a mistake. And once they do, we will jump on them. So that's what's going on. You saw some holes. I get it. Wisconsin, it's any offense. Any D1 offense can run the football, but you just can't score. And Wisconsin, they couldn't score.
On the other side of the coin, Anthony, I was a little concerned, at least at the start again, for Oregon on the offensive side. They were not looking good. They could not establish.
Yes,
that was their problem, not establishing the run. They were having to throw passes on a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 in those first couple of drives, and it's just something that Oregon has to be able to do, lean on what they've done so well for years. You talk about Wisconsin running the ball for years as a program. That is what Oregon does, and they just did not look like, the identity of the Ducks in that first half. That's something that I can't ignore. Oregon has now, at times, looked anemic on the ground against 2 different Big Ten opponents. Is that a problem, or is that more of a bending, not breaking case, as you were just bringing up?
Well, yeah, I think so last week they ran for 400-something yards on the ground. I mean, just overwhelming. And all of a sudden this week, tonight, they couldn't move the football. So, yes, it's not alarming. They need to be more consistent, okay? And so you talk about consistency is the key to success. You have to do it every play. You have to do it every game. We run the football. We run it well. offensive linemen. You have to block. There were times when offensive linemen were missing their blocks. Now, maybe Wisconsin was showing some different fronts, different defensive linemen lined up differently from the past or what have you, caught them off guard. They were slanting. I know the defensive linemen were slanting at times, getting into that open gap. I saw that. You don't know what's really going on, but you need to see consistency. And we didn't see that from last week to this week. But then, the running backs, you got a gang of running backs, but I want to see Jordan Davison just give him the ball about 25 times.
Yeah.
That kid, he's a beast. I'm telling you, I love Noah Whittington, but I mean, this dude, Jordan Davison he's the real deal, and he's a true freshman. And the way he's running downhill, he's running like he's angry. I love it. Just feed him the ball. Really, I'm telling you right now, just feed him the ball.
Yeah, Whittington and him, 16 carries for Davison, 14 for Whittington. Davison with the 2 tutties, and over 100 yards. Whittington, 97. We have now seen, you look at the numbers for the rest of the guys, De'Air Hill Jr., 2 carries. Malik Benson, 1 carry. We have essentially seen this running back room being shrank down to the top guys, and instead of spreading these carries out, you're giving more carries to your impact guys. Jordan Davison, I think, could be like a Royce Freeman. We possibly, going forward, could be looking at a better running back combo. And stats-wise, this might not be an easy comparison because these guys went for over 2,000 yards, like a LaMichael James and a Kenyon Barner, but a Jordan Davison and a Noah Whittington, God, they look just as good, don't they?
They look really good, and they're like a power running game, yet they have speed. They break tackles, yards after contact with Jordan Davison. I'm telling you right now, I mean, that kid, I'm really high on that kid. That he is special. In watching him in person, the way he runs, he's always falling forward. He's always going north and south, and he has that extra gear. Now, I know I think he played at Mater Dei, so he understands, the big games, playing around a lot of talent. But this guy is talented. He is going to be a superstar. Trust me.
Trust me, Anthony. I trust you. Your opinion is very, very heavily weighted here on 105.1 The Fan and the Fan Sports Network. One last question for you, Anthony, has to do with the quarterback play. What did you think of Brock Thomas today and some late relief for Dante Moore? I thought he played well, and I also wonder if you think Lanning stayed with him because of concern about Dante Moore because of an injury. It didn't sound like that. Or maybe concern that Brock Thomas, who's from here, went to Sheldon High School, local Eugene kid, has more experience dealing with a wet football than the California kid like Dante Moore.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know Brock Thomas is the dude because we faced him in high school, our West Lynn team.
Oh, you have a dog in this fight. Okay.
Yeah, they beat us the first game, and then we beat them in the state championship game.
Gotcha.
But Brock Thomas, I know his father well because he was a defensive back with me at Oregon at the same time. So Brock Thomas is a dude, and it was great to see him in there, playing. I heard his dad wasn't there watching. He was in Idaho somewhere, but watching the other kids. But it was just, I was like, oh, there's Brock Thomas. And when he was running, because he was running against us, against my defense, he was rolling. And I'm thinking, yep, there goes Brock Thomas around the outside, first down. It was fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. It was fun to watch him today, and I do love that you already have experience with him, Anthony. It's the beauty of high school football, man, especially when local kids get to play for their local teams.
Yes.
Like, that's
Exactly.
something. Yeah, like Justin Herbert is kind of a rare story. Brock Thomas is a rare story, but God, when they hit like this, it's something special. Really appreciate you, Anthony.
Cool.
Man, it's been a weird one today, but I guess thank God they got the win. Thank God.
That's right. Hey, they won, baby. That's all that matters. They won. They got the win.
Oh, appreciate you taking the time, Anthony. I know it's a wet and messy one out there, so go home, get dry, have a warm drink because you deserve it, and I'm sure all the fans heading up I-5, if you're still out there on your drive, are eagerly awaiting that hot shower. That's well deserved for all you Duck fans. Thanks again, Anthony. Appreciate you. Get home safe, and we'll talk to you next week, man.
Okay, talk to you later, partner.
All right, that is Anthony Q. Newman, former Duck and NFL player, just dropping the knowledge every time he comes on here on the Ducks Postgame Scoreboard Show. Really appreciate it, helping us break down that Ducks 21-7 win over Wisconsin.